All right, in this video, I want to show you what I actually mean by a system. Not theory and not motivation, just how this works in practice. In the last video, I talked about why editing feels harder than it should. Not because of skill, not because of DaVinci Resolve, but because of all the decisions you're forced to make before you even start editing. By the end of this video, you'll understand how the change in my approach completely changed how I edit. Now, most people think a system is something complicated. Oh, good. More steps, more rules, more structure. That's not what I'm talking about. The system I use is actually boring, and that's the whole point. The template I'm using sets me up for productivity by making my start predictable. It's a starting point I can trust. Here's what most editing sessions look like for beginners. You open Resolve, you load your footage, and immediately you're deciding things like, okay, where should this go? And should I change this setting? Do I need a different effect? Did I do this right the last time? None of those decisions feel big, but you're making a pile of them before you've even cut your first clip. That's not editing. That's starting from square one every single time. It's creating that ugh feeling, and you haven't even gotten started. The system I use removes all of that. Not by being smarter, but by being fixed. Every project I start looks the same. Same timeline layout, same track order, same audio levels, same basic effects already in place. Not because it's perfect, but because it's familiar. Okay, why is this important? The goal of using a system isn't to make every video better. The goal is to make every video easier to start. Because if starting feels heavy, the whole process feels longer and videos don't get finished. Now let me explain why this works. When your starting point never changes, your brain stops asking questions. You don't wonder where things go. You don't rethink decisions you already made last week. You don't get pulled into tweaking mode. You just cut, and cutting creates momentum. Here's the part that most people don't expect. Using a fixed system doesn't make your videos worse. You do actually get better over time because instead of learning new tools every edit, you're refining the same workflow over and over. Small improvements without friction. That's how you develop speed, and it starts to increase on every edit. Quick note here. If you want to try this exact idea yourself, I've linked the Resolve template I use in the description. Use it if it helps. Ignore it if it doesn't. Either way, the idea is what matters. Most editing advice focuses on features. Learn this page, use this effect, try this trick. But none of that matters if your workflow feels heavy. A system fixes that by removing choice. And removing choice is what gives you energy back. Once I stopped trying to reinvent my setup every time, editing stopped feeling like a chore. I wasn't fighting Resolve. I wasn't fighting myself. I was just working. And that's when videos start getting finished. In the next video, I want to zoom out even more. Because this isn't just about editing. It's about time, life, and why simple systems matter even more when you're busy. If that sounds like you, watch this video next.